What's up, everyone, and welcome to your Monday's edition of Reptile News. Now we're going to start off in Allegheny, New York, where 3 king cobras as well as 300 other reptiles were seized by authorities. Now apparently last Thursday authorities secured a warrant to search the home about 60 miles from the Pennsylvania border, where they found the 3 king cobras as well as several Gila monsters and turtles, and authorities want everybody to know that it is against the law to own venomous reptiles in New York. And now we're going to move on to Hooksett, New Hampshire. Now this is kind of one of those feel-good stories that I just love. I love to hear stuff like this. Apparently 2 brothers had spotted a snake slithering around in the backyard of a friend. They went and captured the snake using a pool rod. They put it in a trash can and awaited for New Hampshire Fish and Wildlife to show up, where the snake was determined to be an eastern diamondback rattlesnake, extremely rare from what I understand in New Hampshire. Now officials are saying that the snake could have traveled a long distance as it is mating season for them. And now we're going to talk a second about an escaped pet from Milwaukee. Apparently an iguana had escaped a second-story balcony a couple of months ago, and the owner pretty much gave up, considered the iguana gone. But a 5-foot-long, 25-pound iguana is hard to hide, and there has been sightings for it, so there's renewed hope that the iguana will be found. The owner is urging people to call him at his comic book store at 414-509-5611 if anybody sees the iguana, and he wants to let everybody know that it's absolutely harmless. It won't hurt you, won't hurt your pets or anything. And now we're going to move a little bit north up into Canada, where I just absolutely love this story. It's just another reason to love Canadians. So apparently there's some endangered garter snakes that are hanging out around a park, and they can't really mow the park because they don't want to mow over the snakes, and they've even tried using push mowers to mow the park and having people walk in front of the mowers to make sure there's no snakes there, which wasn't necessarily foolproof, but helped a little bit. But now officials are still struggling over this snake problem because the people want to go to the park and don't want to encounter the serpents. I guess that's understandable. I, for one, would love it. At the same time, this is an endangered species, and I mean, what do you do? Well, I'll tell you what the Canadians do. The Canadians move the park. The city is looking at land not far away, and they're looking at the land and making sure that the snakes haven't already made it home, and their plans are to make it a place that the snakes don't really want to go to, keeping it trimmed very low and building walls and stuff just to kind of discourage the snakes from living there. So it's absolutely an amazing story. I urge everybody to go down, click that link in the description and read it. It's awesome to hear of a city that's actually moving a park to save snakes. You know, that's pretty amazing. And for our final story, today's video, I'll talk about just very briefly. Now, I haven't made any notes or practiced anything here, so I'll just tell you. You obviously saw the video that I put out Friday night. It was very late, though. You may have seen it Saturday morning, and I had thought about putting it off for another week or 2, but I just decided, you know what, to hell with it. Let's just go with it. Let's just get back into it, get started on it, and get it done. So that's why we're here today. And that, my friends, has been all your news for this Monday. If you'd like to read any more about these stories, those links are right down below here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other, and we'll see you Wednesday.